Yo, what's going on guys? A new character just released named Arcana. So today I just wanted to make a short video going over some things about her. First, we're gonna go over her skills. Then I'm gonna go over some example themes and see how she performs. And in the end, I'll give y'all my personal thoughts and opinions about the character. Alright, let's get started. Let's take a look at her skill. Activates when full burst ends. Affects all burst 3 electric cold allies who previously cast their burst if self is in Wheel of Fortune status. The Magician. Cooldown of skill 2 down 75% for 15 seconds. Attack damage up 180% for 15 seconds. Activates when full burst ends. Affects all allies. Attack up of caster's attack. Activates when full burst ends. Affects all burst 3 electric cold allies who previously cast their burst. Strength. Attack up 180% of caster's attack for 15 seconds. Activates when full burst ends. Affects all allies if self is in Wheel of Fortune status. Cooldown of burst skill down 6 seconds. Attack up 50%. Activates when full burst ends. Affects all allies. Attack damage up 7.5%. Then her burst skill affects all electrical allies. Wheel of Fortune, attack damage up 10% for 10 seconds. Affects all enemies, deals 300% damage final attack as burst skill damage. Judgment, damage taken up 10% for 10 seconds. Now, these values themselves, they look really good, they're correct. However, it's this condition, activates when full burst ends, is why I believe these are not as impactful as they seem, right? With that said, let's take a look at some teams. Now, one thing you have to remember is that Arcana is a 40-second burst skill, so she will have to be used with another B2. So it's gonna be B1, B2, B2, B3, B3 for most occasions. So first we got Ein and Scarlet. We got the Arcana and Naga. Then we got Crown. And we got Blanc. And I wanted to try including Biscuit and see how that does, because her kit also applies outside of full burst. So I wanted to see if that maybe has some weird interaction. Then we have the Cinderella team with Summer Anise. So first we have Arcana and Marie, and then we have Blanc and Arcana. And lastly, I want to see how Isabel would perform with Marie and Arcana. Last but not least, we got the Shotgun team, and so we have Leona and Arcana, and then we have Arcana and Naga. So let's skip all the battles and let's look at the numbers on a spreadsheet. So it's very apparent that whenever Arcana is used, it is not as strong as the other teams, yeah? We have this one, 95%, we have Blanc and Arcana, 100%. Now this team, even though it's kinda keeping up with the Crown Naga duo, Scarlet will die because there is no healer there. And it's keeping up only because Crown is there. So then we have Cinderella and Anise. Again, anywhere that Arcana is used, it is the lower number. Right? Then I tried using Isabel, not cutting it. Okay, then we have the Shotgun teams. Again, whenever Arcana is used, these are the lower numbers. It's kind of close to Blanc and Noir team. However, other than that, it's not really that great. So whenever you are trying to put in Arcana into the team, you're taking someone out and actually downgrading, right? The only use case that I could see is that she is the only character that you have. Now I tried using Arcana and Biscuit here because Biscuit also has some off-burst buffs, but obviously it didn't work out. And another thing I want to point out in this spreadsheet is the positioning of Arcana, right? The order of the characters is deliberate. So this is assuming that you're doing auto burst. So you want Arcana to burst whenever you pair with Naga, but other than that, for the most part, Arcana is an off-burst character. and so you want your other B2 to burst. Now, for my personal thoughts, I think that she is likely not to see much use currently, but in the future, if there's a character that has a kit similar to Mihara, for example, where she does similar damage while on burst and off burst, if there's a character like that for the Electro team, then maybe Arcana will see more use then. But for now, I think she's not that good, and I would just put her on the wish list. If you are going to get her and build her, I would recommend getting skill 1 to 4, getting skill 2 to 7, and leaving burst skill alone, because she's not going to be bursting in most teams. And if you really like her, more power to you, get her to 10. Alright, that's gonna do it for now. Hopefully I could help you decide if you wanna pull her or not. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.